Danny Meyer's book, Setting the Table. But that's not what I'm pushing. Okay. Okay. Thank you all very, very much, and welcome to the Republic of Brooklyn. First, let me offer a very special welcome to Danny Meyer, president of Union Square Hospitality Group. I must tell you, I met Danny way back when he just about began here in New York in Union Square restaurant, and I'm glad to see that one of us has made with great success, that's for sure. David Swinghammer, CEO of Shake Shack, thank you for being here. Randy Garudi, COO of Shake Shack, and of course one of New York City's finest public servants, Rob Walsh, Commissioner of the New York City Department of Small Business Services, and I might add a Brooklynite as well, and Downtown Brooklyn's Partnership President, the one and only Joe Chan. I know that they are as delighted as I am to welcome Shake Shack to the Fulton Mall, but let's just say, if you look at them and me, only one of us look like he's delighted, that's for sure. Union Square Cafe, Gramercy Tavern, 11 Madison Park, Blue Smoke and Jazz Standard, The Modern, Cafe 2, Terrace 5, Maialino, and of course Shake Shack, the gold standard for burgers, flap top hot dogs, and frozen custard. Danny Meyer launched all of these restaurants in the outer borough of Manhattan by way of St. Louis, and expanded his Shake Shack brand to Miami and Saratoga Springs. But now, shortly he'll be in the heart of the Fulton Mall in downtown Brooklyn. I couldn't be happier, as he knows, but I gotta ask you, Danny, what took you so long? And I think I know the answer to that question. It's easy. All those other Shake Shacks were the minor leagues. Practice for the big stage, Brooklyn, USA. Now, from the time Danny was a child, growing up in a family that was in the restaurant business, food has been a constant theme of his life. When he was in his teens, he fell in love with St. Louis mainstays Steak and Shake and Ted Drew's Custard. Those memories stuck with him and inspired him in many ways to open Shake Shack. And even though this Shake Shack is the first Brooklyn outpost of the Danny Meyer empire, he's no stranger to Brooklyn. In fact, in his early 20s, when he worked for a company called Checkpoint, he looked forward to traveling to Brooklyn for business because it meant he could eat at Popeye's Chicken. As Danny knows, a lot has changed since then about Brooklyn. Brooklyn has become the culinary capital, one of them, of the country, and I know that he regularly frequents our Brooklyn restaurant scene. Now, Shake Shack has the cachet, the reputation, and the traditional excellence to become the latest jewel in Brooklyn's culinary crown. Today represents the start of another chapter in Danny Meyer's book. But it's also evidence that downtown Brooklyn is coming into its own as a 24/7 live-work city center. And I can tell you that Danny has picked a great spot. After all, downtown Brooklyn has more college students than Cambridge, Massachusetts. New families are arriving in the droves, and pretty soon, hungry sports fans will fill the Barclays Center to watch the Brooklyn Nets mop up the floor with the Manhattan Knicks. Once again, Danny, congratulations on beefing up the Fulton Mall. What else can I say but Brooklyn is sizzling over our new Shake Shack. And so may I introduce the genius behind it all. He proves, I gotta tell you, when you got it, you got it. Danny Meyer, you got it. Congratulations.
Well, I was going to say thank you, President Markowitz, but I think if this is the People's Republic of Brooklyn, it may be Emperor Markowitz. I'm not exactly sure which one that is. That is about the most enthusiastic welcome that I've had since the day I was born many, many years ago. It hasn't gotten much better than that. But this is a moment that